Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Steve Calloway 1 on YouTube, and we're here with this is the 172nd iconic pairing. This one's going to be Etta James performing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 1993. The song is At Last. This video was provided by Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's watch and listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Etta James.
And my heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream, I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I could call my own. I found a thrill, hey, to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh yeah, yeah. And you smile, and then the spell was cast. And here we are, we're in heaven. For you are mine.
So this is Etta James, 1993, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. And the song is, of course, At Last. And just a couple little factoids about Etta James. She started her career in 1954, according to Wikipedia. Her date of birth is January 25th, 1938. And she passed away January 20th, 2012. So, about 9 years after, no, 12, 17, 19 years after this was filmed. And it says cause of death was leukemia. So, you know, Etta had a kind of a rough life there, I think, overall. I think there were some addiction issues, which is almost typical, I think, for a lot of people. And she went through some ups and downs, but you know, she even here her voice is extraordinary. And again, with these iconic pairings, I'm really not trying to compare Angelina and Etta James, because Etta James is Etta James, Angelina is Angelina. those of us that are angels and biased, I mean, we're only going to see one winner of the contest, right? You already know who it is. But I'm not really trying to promote the contest aspect of it. It's more about Etta James. I think Angelina once said Etta James was one of her musical influences. And that I appreciate because Angelina is the best singer I've ever heard in my life, period. And where she got all that from, it had to come from someplace, right? All right, guys. We will see you again on the next video. And I hope you enjoyed this one. That's it. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Steve Calloway here, and we're doing another one of many iconic pairings that I've done. This one's going to be Etta James and Angelina Jordan. Angelina Jordan is in a concert in 2014 when she was 8 years old. And let's listen to Angelina now.
I do hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. 8-year-old Angelina is the winner of Norway Got Talent 2014. She grew to be an international phenomenon even before the finals. And now thousands of people show up to see her perform all over Norway. She really is quite astonishing. Also, she probably is already way past her bedtime. So we'd best send her home, I think, as we move on to the best.
Oh, my goodness. You know, 8 years old. I know 8-year-olds can be I mean, let me take a step back. Every single thing that exists is unique unto itself, period. Everything. And Angelina, of course, is unique by virtue of that alone, but listen to her voice. Look at her body language and her expressions, and then add to that, if you will, just for a little bit, the cherry on top, the audience. You know, what we got to see the audience, that's a very formal event by the looks of things, and you can hear a pin drop in there while she's singing. And then at the end, when they're all clapping, then you got to, they're shaking their head. They can't believe what they just heard, right? And, I mean, that's got to be typical, especially at this age when your voice seems so much beyond her years. As we move forward with Angelina in her career as a singer, which I don't know if she really looks at it as a career. Remember, she wants to sing for the whole world. I don't think she ever said she wanted a job where she had to sing all the time, right? So maybe it's not a career. Maybe it's more of a wish to sing for and touch the hearts of billions. Okay, maybe. You know, I don't know. I'm not in Angelina's head. I don't know what she's thinking, but, you know, I'm here to support her in her wish and her dream to sing for the whole world. And that's why I do all these videos and try to find interesting ways to present and observe that Angelina's vast talent that she had, especially at this age, but even now. You know, her latest album, Secret of the Soul, to me is just a masterpiece. The whole thing's a masterpiece. The biggest problem I have with it is I've been asked by Angelina and Grandma Mary and some other people to pick a favorite song. I can't. That's the biggest problem. You know, and that's not a big problem to have. That's a good problem. But, you know, she's so just different than everybody else. That's why we call her, she's our head angel, okay? We're all her angels, but she's the big angel. She's the one. And yeah, I mean, you just can't. How can you watch something like this and think anything else, right? She's not, you know, I don't want to drone on too long, but, you know, I've seen the talent shows with different young people singing, mostly young girls. There's a few young guys out there too, but most of them are younger. The younger ones tend to be mostly girls for whatever reason. I guess they say girls mature more quickly than boys. I don't know. So, it's just undeniable that she just has something. And it's also undeniable that with all the other young singers out there, what I see is most of them are trained to sing. They've been taking singing lessons. They've been practicing. They've been trained to sing every note perfect and all that kind of stuff. And they do that. And there's nothing wrong with it. But Angelina feels the music. It makes us feel the music. That's the difference. That's why ever since the first song I heard her sing was I Put a Spell on You way back 8 years ago, going on 9 years ago. And, you know, ever since then I said, this is not normal. And I've been a fan ever since. I'm an angel, I guess, from everybody's interpretation of that, I guess. But the reason is I'm not a fan of a lot of things. I don't get on any bandwagon walking by and become a fan. I've never done that. I'm 70 years old. I'm just not a joiner, if you will. But I do know what I hear. I do know what I like. And I do know that it's something I've not heard before. So, okay, I'll quit barking. Let's get out of here. Remember, this video is a iconic pairing. Again, I don't like to look at these things as being comparisons. Etta James was Etta James. Iconic music figure. Jazz, blues, whatever you want to call her genre. And her name, you say Etta James, everybody knows who you're talking about. Angelina, to me, is an iconic figure, but not a lot of people know her yet, but they will. And her time is coming. I think she's going to, the album, I think, just got her a fair amount of notoriety. But someday, I think you'll be able to say just Angelina, and everybody will know who you're talking about. That day's coming, I believe. That's it, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.